Hey guys, we are back for another edition. Episode dos. Numero dos. I'm trying to stay consistent with this thing, y'all, because it's what I need to do. And I've been having different guest options and things like that. But I'm really trying to stay consistent to the people who, ask. And I'm trying to, keep a consistent lineup. So, with that being said, I'm going to just take a couple seconds before we bring our guest up. Today, I will be having a really, really old, good, legendary friend of mine. He is a photographer. So we'll be talking about his journey through photography, and we'll be just keying about some things on the side too. Just a mix of everything, to be honest. So, yeah. I just had to do so much running around today. It was pretty stressful. But I made it. I'm in the middle of watching Bobby I Love You Purr on Zeus, and Zeus Network in general is kind of all over the place, and I don't even know why I'm still viewing this shit, but it's entertaining. It's very, very, very entertaining. Lots and lots of drama, which is exactly what we be wanting. We want drama. That's what we want. So, yeah, this episode, he pretty much had the guys on there, looking, and he looked through their phone because it's a dating competition. And mind you, it's messy. It's definitely messy. So, but I hope y'all like the backdrop. I hope y'all like this. I got this just for y'all. This stuff is not cheap, and that's what I'm learning. Doing things. I don't like to half do things, so I definitely want to invest in, the things that I feel that are important to me. But this, I really, orange is my favorite color, so I had to get this. I love Sublime. I even love this when this be on graphic t-shirts and in Hot Topic and Spencer and stuff like that. I just love this graphic. I just love the aesthetic of it. And then the burning sun looks a little demonic, but I don't know. So, yeah, I'm actually about to bring Malik up. And, yeah, y'all, enjoy. Right. I'm learning how to work this shit, too, so. I still don't know. Malik, request to come up. I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. Hey, Mike. Mike on the mic. Period. Mike on the mic. You didn't keep it 100 with me and let me know. Again, it's not about the situation. It's about how I look. Malik, don't leave me hanging. Don't embarrass me. I swear to God. So how the fuck is this bitch feeling so in love with OMG. Okay, period. I'm like, what is going on?
Listen, I think I'm on number 4 today.
Blunt or shot?
Shit, I'm off.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yo, what is up? How have you been? It's been a minute, since we talked, since we linked. Wow. Why are you sweating like a Mexican prostitute? No.
Really? Crazy.
No, but really, why are you sweating?
listen, like this is just a normal day in my life. I ain't gonna lie.
Period.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
what's up?
you caught me. Oh shit.
No, because
My
I'm
day
just trying to
off.
wonder. Like, I see the red. Like, I get it. Yeah.
It be like that,
What's up,
honestly.
y'all? What's up, y'all? Stay
Um.
tuned. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I just gotta tell the viewers because people be popping in, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
want
yeah,
y'all to
yeah,
stay.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Um.
But what were you doing today? Like, it's your off day. Where are you working now?
I'm still working at the same spot, bro. You know that.
Nothing wrong with that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm off today too. That's how I'm trying to, do all of this shit when I'm off and,
Listen.
got time and can, have leisure.
Mhm. Exactly. Like you definitely caught me
Um,
on a one.
can you hear me good? Is it like an echo? Is it too loud in the back? Like, what's going on?
You're pretty fine. I'm trying to like not look like Bobby or Whitney right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, God. I love that meme, yo, when they was together. I still have it on my page, actually, when she was like, every day is Black History Month. And she was sweated out and
I'm
big
just trying to.
Leo energy.
I'm just trying to keep it cute. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Period.
we definitely here. Um,
So, what's up? What she was about to say?
I mean, I'm here. Hey, coming to the spot.
Period. And I'm really thankful that, we were able to get this together and that you were so open to, come on and chit chat with your boy. It's Josh Speaks. If y'all didn't know, the link is in my bio. I've been doing this podcast stuff for a little while now. This is season 2 where I'm trying to like spread light to my friends because Malik, you are one of my good friends. We met at Genesis. I even talking to you the other day, I was like so reminiscent, like, oh my God, like seeing you stand on the top of that fucking the video you posted. I'm like, yo, like I remember the good old days. We had so much fun at Genesis working in the kitchen. Like that shit was so much fun.
Damn, rotating fucking. See, this the universe telling
When
me.
did you start smoking again? Like,
Shit, nigga, listen. Uh, heavy, heavy,
go.
like consistently. Let me see. About a year ago. Let me just say that for sure. A year
I
ago.
feel like smoking waves be like depending on the vibe, like depending on what's going on, like what you going.
I told myself I'm not going through life raw dogging no more. Fuck that. I'm Gucci.
Speaking of
No,
raw dog,
no,
so
no.
we're just gonna hop into it. Boy, so you said I was looking on your Facebook because we just became friends and things like that. Which I don't know why that was so prolonged and overdue. And this is not an attack. I don't want you to think it's an attack. I'm just, doing my research and I just, because for topics, like I want to, keep it personal. I don't want to be talking about shit. Like I want to speak specifically to like my guest views.
For sure,
But
for sure. You know
you
how
said
light will
that
keep it. I said, you
dating
know,
a Sagittarius though, like what was up with that? Like it's giving death row being in a contract with a Sagittarius. What is wrong with us? Like what did we do to your Gemini, airy, moody, shifty? What did we do?
the
Are
kid
you
is
dating a Sagittarius?
hell no, hell no, hell no, not at all.
Why is it a hell no?
Um, well, I do not need somebody as delusional as I am. Just keep it.
I can see that, but we are polar opposites. So Sagittarius and Geminis, like we definitely have that twin flame about us. I love Geminis. My cousins are Geminis, but it's kind of like when we aren't around each other, like we just kind of like go our own ways, and I don't talk to them for a minute, which is fine.
For sure, for
But
sure.
like I said, it's
Excuse
kind of
me.
that shiftiness in the mood, and us Sagittarius, we have our moods too. And we can be crazy, but I don't know.
Y'all definitely match energies for sure. So
Yeah,
when I say that, I hate the fact that it's somebody literally like mirroring me,
yeah,
knowing my movements and everything, right? To the point where it's
yeah,
just like it's calculating. It's chess. It's literally chess. And she was good
yeah.
at fucking chess.
Definitely.
She was good at chess too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, you feel me? Like it's
So
definitely
is
what it
this
is.
recent? Because that was posted recently.
Yeah, definitely.
So, or just from experiences, because sometimes we post based upon just past things and stuff like that. Hey, Shania, hey, baby.
Um, you ever just read something that just hit you?
True, I feel you. Okay, I get that. Um, how's your daughter? Because
She's
you
doing
are
well.
a father.
She's
I be
doing well.
forgetting of it.
She's
That's
doing well.
lit.
She's definitely doing well for sure. She is the motivation of
How
a
old is
lot
she
of
now?
the new work. Oh, she's one. She's turning 2 in November, the
Period.
11th actually.
Scorpio.
It's a perfect
Okay.
mix. It's like
Yeah.
tequila and gin. Like,
Not referencing it to the liquor.
I mean, to be
Period.
honest with you, like that's how it feels. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna keep it
I'm
honest.
drinking Chardonnay right now. BTW.
Water, water.
Not
Go
light work.
before.
Yeah, I know you was guzzling it down. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like I don't remember you was like really like smoking like that for real.
Honestly, no, it was off and on. Honestly, it helps the creativity. Honestly, because
Yeah,
I've always taken the creative side of life. Honestly, like if you're not being
yeah.
creative, if you're not creating, like what are you
What are
living
you
for?
doing?
Like come
Literally,
on now, you're just a consumer, and niggas don't like that.
literally.
Why are you buying
So
shit?
that's where I want to shift gears a little bit. That's
For
my
sure.
favorite fan, by the way. So you are a photographer.
Yes, I am.
Um, I know that you have your, your waves and things like that. I know that Baltimore, it gets so frustrating executing art and work sometimes. Not wholly. I feel like we're getting older, so our views are evolving, but I do remember having a conversation with you about just the frustration of how it's like certain recognition, and certain things that people just don't recognize, being so small minded in such a small city. So what was the start of your photography and your creative journey with taking pictures and things like that? Like, how did that start from Malik McGowan? Let me put my glasses on for this.
Let me take my glasses off for this one. Yeah. Um, it was I've always been
Yeah,
creative, as I just said,
yeah,
but I guess when it really hit me, it was around 18. A friend of mine, it's crazy.
okay,
It's crazy how things just go full circle. So a friend of mine,
yeah.
he was into like we. It's it's so fucking crazy, man. Oh
In
man,
and out.
it's a full circle moment that I'm having right now. Shout out
Yeah.
to Devron. Shout out to Devron for sure. Like he the
I feel
homie
like
for
I remember
sure.
him. I think that's Vincent's bigger brother.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
you familiar?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So like
Okay.
when we were younger, like he was into like clothes and everything. And it was a couple blogs in mine we were looking at, and
Hmm.
I just wanted to just like create the same shit. So
Yeah.
picked up a camera, start shooting shit, invited him over, but creating the same shit that we were enjoying at the time to just be a part of the wave.
Right.
So, and what clicked for me was the fact how easy it was to be a part of something you know.
Yeah.
But now, like, I'm at a point where it's just like I'm just creating for everybody to be a part of it, you know.
Yeah.
But that was my story.
That's
Like,
lit. Because I love your aesthetic. Like with your aesthetic, I always said that because we've done photo shoots together and things
it's
like
lit.
that. And it's just like, yeah, like you have, like, especially how you shoot yourself, it differs from, I mean, of course, it's going to differ from the client because you know me, I come with like, oh, I want this and I want that and things like that. But
You got your
your
own
view and
style.
your,
I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
exactly. But I like how you be doing the pictures with like multiple of you. Like I love that. And I love the fact that it's like something that you don't see often. Not, at least not me. I don't see it like that.
Um,
What made you start doing that, by the way? Like, what made you be like, okay, I want like five of me in one
Gemini.
picture? Like, that's
I'm a
kind of conceited.
I'm a Gemini, and I don't always have somebody to shoot with.
True. And provision. Instead of getting a model, why not just be the model? And I feel like that's low key sad shit too, though. Like, I would definitely just try to figure it out how I can do it myself first
Exactly.
before, that's definitely relatable.
And to comment what you said about Baltimore artists, like, before and everything. That was the old mindset. Nowadays,
That's why I said we evolved. Yeah.
everybody is starting to become more community. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's good.
I
It's
love it. I love
good.
the camaraderie. I love the openness, honestly, because it's just
Yeah.
like, you feel me? Like, we ain't always gotta be hard. We ain't always gotta be just like how we portrayed on like movies and like TV and everything. Like, nah, like we
Right.
pretty open. It's some what is it called? What's her name? Erica Badu's, Jill Scott. It's some around the block to you.
You
Like,
know, that's my
you know what I'm
people.
saying?
That's my
And
people.
I'm one of them.
So
So.
what music, speaking of music, like what are you listening to right now? Favorite male artist and favorite female artist? Because I saw you dragging my mother too, and we're gonna talk about that. The mother of all mothers, you talking about Beyonce was using, it's like, no, I get where you going, and I talked about this a little bit in my other video as far as Beyonce and a lot of her inspirations, people relating it to the Bible and to the end times and things like that.
I mean,
But
it's cool. I mean, it's just hype. I love her music, honestly. To me, I love her music more than her
I'll be
actual.
smiling now. Saying that.
Um, I love how she delivers her art more so. As a Virgo,
Yeah,
she got that. I love that.
definitely.
But to answer your question, I listen to.
Yes, the girls are coming. Hold on, real quick. Bro 96 talking about the horses. That's really what I want to talk about a little bit because
Oh yeah, the
a lot
stages
of
of
people.
the stages of the apocalypse. Honestly, like
So, what do you believe in reference to that? Because she did use horses. She used brown horse as well
mhm.
in her video. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, I mean, I know that it looks fishy, like, okay, Revelation said this and Beyonce's doing it. But I think that psychologically, us as human beings, we like to tie one thing to another. And sometimes it's just like, Beyonce, she loves horses. She loves water. She's a country girl. It's kind of like
It's the whole revelation.
I grew up Christian apostolic. I'm very aware of what Revelations say. I'm not saying that it doesn't say that there's going to be a red horse, a white horse, and a black horse, but what I'm saying is there's symbolism with horses and it is spiritual, but there's other things that horses symbolize. Did you watch Nope recently? There was a black horse that they used in the movie Nope that symbolized things as far as purity and things like that. Um, okay, period, bro. 96. We're gonna actually have you up because I love this
I fuck the
interaction.
show.
But
I
I'm gonna
fucks
have
with
you,
y'all.
yeah.
Cause as you're talking to me, I'm reading what he's providing at the bottom, and it's just like,
I'm
yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
I actually, I'm really glad that you're bringing these things up, bro. 96. Not to not, we're going to get back to you, Malik, but I'm actually happy that people are interacting as well too. Um, yeah, I do believe that salvation is personal, and that's why I actually wanted to actually talk about one of the posts that I saw as well too about how people, because the new wave of like things as far as African spirituality and Cometicism, and with people using things like crystals and
I don't have none.
running more to things as far as meditation, which I'm totally with. I
Hmm.
actually study chematology and I've been doing my own research on African spirituality, and I love it because I think that when it comes to religion, as far as biblical Christianity and things like that, I feel like people have to understand that the Bible was written as a piece of literature, almost like a Shakespearean type of experience. And I would agree, we do have to undo what we were taught. A lot of things that we, as far as like from the Bible, I feel like as far as like what Beyonce did, she did horses and Black is King and things like that. I feel like people try to demonize her because she was using more so African things like African deities, and because that's what she was doing. Period. Like Black is King, that was people tried to say, oh, she has horns, she's trying to be a devil, or but whole time they were women deities, women African deities that people just don't have knowledge about. So I
So
just think that a lot of times people try to just, oh, the Bible, this out of fear, and oh my God, the world is ending, which is it's a human emotion. When we don't know what to expect, of course we're going to get fearful and try to come up with different, ideologies and notions, but sometimes it's just pure artistry. Sometimes it's not as deep as what we think. I do know that Beyonce is a big figure, and I do believe that when it comes to the musical realm, there is a spiritual, esoteric meaning to a lot of things.
it is actually.
But yeah, and even with frequencies, talking about beats and the 808 with our chakras, it's
Kanye was
deep.
actually
I
saying
get
some shit
it.
about that. Kanye
I
said
know.
something about
That's why I'm
that
bringing it up.
recently.
That's why I'm bringing it
Yeah,
up. It was on
that's
your
crazy.
page.
Yeah.
So, what's your perspective of it?
I didn't even tell you who I'm listening to right now. Well,
Sorry.
mainly who I listen to mainly. I don't even listen to music like that anymore. Um,
That's pretty sad.
no, it's not
I can't
honestly.
live without music.
No, I'm listening to like ebooks and stuff. The homie of mine, he said like if you're gonna have your headphones on majority of the day, you might as well have something, you know, nourishing, soul food,
Yeah.
honestly. So most of the time I listen to Malcolm X lectures. Louis Farrakhan. Um, I love everything black. That's me. That's me.
Period.
You feel me? And it's not. I don't follow like religion solely because it's too structured. It's too cult like. You feel me? Like
That's
I
how I
don't
feel.
fuck all that, man. Listen, like I don't know what's at the door, honestly.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like I'm still going to enjoy myself. I'm still going to conduct
Right.
myself. You feel me? There you go.
And that's not taken away from spirituality. I do believe that to
It's an
make the
order.
human,
It's an
yeah,
order.
like,
Yeah, it's an order,
yes,
and
we need that spirituality to survive,
for sure. But
And
at
us as
the
black people, we are, I'm not to cut you off, but I just want to
hmm
say that us as people of color, we've always been spiritual beings from the beginning of time. Like he's saying, the creator of all things and things of that nature, before we knew a religion, before we knew a Allah or a God or a Jesus Christ, we knew nature. We had a we had an understanding of family and things like love and doing unto your neighbor, how you want done to you, which are universal aspects, things that range from Christianity to all of the thousands of religions that we have out today.
Facts.
Which to me is like, why is that? How can one religion say that they're right when it's so many of them? It's just kind of like, what's that dividing line? But back to what you were saying about, you know,
So the way that I live now, like ideology wise, I feel like an
hmm
artist. So whatever is good for me, I keep it, and whatever, fuck it. I don't care. That's going to be
right,
for somebody else, regardless. But for me, I'm gonna take whatever works for me, and I'm gonna just, you know,
right.
I'm gonna keep it because it's
So
like
with Beyonce, so you're saying that you believe that Beyonce is with the apocalypse. So you feel like it's an
she, no, no,
apocalyptic
no.
thing that's about to happen.
What she does, she's telling niggas about it's a shift that's going on. Fuck the establishment.
Mm, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the establishment. It's time to get close to like the creator. Just like Bro said, Bro J96. Yeah, like it's time to just go straight to the source.
Right.
Fuck the middleman. Like niggas ain't trying to deal with the middleman and nothing. And I love the fact that she's doing that directly. I mean, even though it's like hundreds of fucking artists that's doing this shit now. Like,
hmm
but with that message, I like how she incorporated all four of the horses of the apocalypse, knowing that it's the end of what's going on,
hmm
society wise and shit. Like the infrastructure and shit is all decaying
Yeah.
now.
That's
Like,
why, and I honestly, I haven't even looked at it like that. Like I said, I thought she was low key dragging her. I didn't think that she was kind of doing it in favor,
fuck that.
but
I love the
I
hive.
didn't think about.
I love the hive. Fuck that. Y'all funny as
So,
shit.
what's your favorite song of Renaissance? Have you listened to Renaissance? What
I
would you
have
say your favorite
not.
song is?
I'm still trying to catch up on Beyonce. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
Oh
she's
yeah, you said you haven't been listening to music though, so
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you gonna have to catch me
yeah,
in 2023. Shit, man. But
right.
but besides the ebooks that I'm listening, I listen to. I read a lot too. Like
That's great.
besides the
Fundamental.
hmm?
It's fundamental
For
reading, like
sure,
literally. With especially with so many memes and posts and things like that, and just different. It's good to have knowledge for yourself. I feel like that's a way of connecting with God as well too.
for sure. Like honestly, because you gotta understand, like everybody, like God is like the universe is literally like he's top one, and then everybody else is just under. Like, come on now, like so. If everybody just created something like one day at a motherfucking time and shit, like everybody will be good. Like God is everywhere. You feel me? God is like every fucking where. I'm sorry. I'm getting deep. I'm sorry. I'm getting real
Yeah.
deep. I'm getting real deep, but no, like God is everywhere. God creates creators, and we all are creators. Literally, is in Genesis.
Yeah, especially since he made us in his image. It does say that as well too. We were made in his image and his likeness.
The
So,
melanated folks though. The melanated folks though, for sure.
mhm.
Honestly,
Yes. Yes,
yes,
Lego.
man.
Thanks for stopping in.
You know what I'm saying? I love.
This is the legendary. Hold on, real quick. I am Lego. We gotta just shout him out. He is a Vogue commentator. He's a Vogue chancer. He's in the ballroom scene heavy. Lit. I love you.
Man, listen, I
Um.
love Vogan too. I ain't gonna lie, I love Vogan too. It's crazy.
Okay.
It's
Period.
crazy. Listen,
Have you found out you be catting and duck walking?
nah. See, so like, what's crazy is like,
Brr,
in
cat.
between in between like my studies and shit and like me working, like I'll be, I'm of the world too sometimes. So I'm on TikTok sometimes. I'm looking up shit, and I look up ballroom voguing and everything. I'm at ballroom voguing, shit, dancing. I low key want to be a stripper, like in my past life. I low key want to learn like the actual like the art of it and everything. I feel like that's like
It's definitely an art.
that's my next
And I
goal.
think that
That's my next
with
stop. That's my next stop.
I feel like with media and like social media, like magnifying like the gay community and like voguing and all of this other stuff, I feel like people forget that at the end of the day, there is a root to the dance. With it's a story, literally, like hand performance, duck walk, catwalk. It's a story of our struggle as people of color, not only just people of color, just people from the LGBT community and its allies. At this point, we've recognized that even people that are friends of us, can relate to this, which is what I love about our new generation.
It's just life.
We're more open.
It's life. We just get high. We see some cool
We
shit.
all.
All right, cool. That's cool. We want to buy some shit. We want to buy some shit. We want to support you. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Hey Kennedy, hey Alexis, hey y'all.
And like we all in this shit together, man. Fuck it. It is what it is,
Yeah.
man. Shit.
So
I don't judge
we kind of,
nobody. Shit. I love
yeah,
everybody.
you
You
shouldn't.
know what I'm saying? I love everybody.
And that's why you're pretty much on the show because we're good friends and you've never like real shit, like you was never like weird when it came to that. Like honestly, you're probably one of the only, because I do know other guys now that I'm older and kind of like the way that I carry myself. Not that it's wrong with anything with guys who are like more flamboyant, but I feel like that's another reason why that me and you kind of connected. I mean, I can't speak for you, but it's like I know some guys that be like, oh, you more cool than somebody that's, flipping your hair and, voguing down the street. Like,
See, let me. So, all right, we gonna have this. We gonna have the masculine talk because that's where I feel like this is going. That's
oh,
cool.
a masculine
I
talk.
love it. So,
I know.
so what I was taught was this, right? I was taught how you conduct yourself, how you govern yourself. That's one thing, but how you react to everything around you, that's another thing as well. Just because I see something that's outside of the norm, outside of me, and I might not agree with it, cool, that's you. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Period.
If you love it, shit, I love it for you. I'm not going to judge you because, like, what is that?
Right.
What is that doing for me? That's only adding extra weight for me. I don't want that. I don't want that weight. Fuck that weight.
And baggage. Right.
That's why. That's why. What's crazy is it's like the OGs and shit. They be trying to like run game with niggas and shit. They not run game. They
What
be
you
trying to
mean?
give games and niggas and shit, right? To like some of these young niggas and shit, right? But they don't
Mm,
want to. They don't want to say like. They don't want to ever say shit. Listen. I'm on my day off, so excuse my stuttering.
I feel you.
Um, but niggas don't want to talk about like the femininity that's actually in masculinity. Like
I love
femininity,
that.
it like it's the nurturing and shit. Like a lot of these OGs, they don't want to nurture niggas now. Like they just want to be all hard up and tough, which is cool. But we gotta like allow the polarity. I meant the pro.
Polarity. I feel, yo, that is such a good point. Like, oh my God, I talked about that. Like, that is
Nurture
just
these
such a good
niggas.
point.
Nurture the young bulls. Nurture the young bulls. Honestly,
But where do you think that comes from? Like, especially as far as
experience.
men in the black community, like being a black man, and this is something that you said, a black heterosexual man. Where do you think that comes from? Because people have said, it's came from being raised in a single mother parent environment. It's came from their father and watching their father, because there is a such thing as hypermasculinity. We all know. And I
It is.
myself, as a, man that identifies as gay, I even have been succumb and under pressure with that, having to, kind of change myself and how I speak and how I move around certain guys and things like that. I mean, not so much now, but where do you think that comes from?
Closed-mindedness, man. Listen, honestly, you gotta. So what
I
comes?
gotta get Bro 96 on the
I
show.
fuck with y'all.
How do you know him?
I fuck with
Who is
y'all. I ain't
he?
gonna lie to you. I feel. Damn, that's crazy. No, cause cause like. Let me see. Damn, he bringing up hella good points. Um, it's another woman on here. Her name is Gail Rach. Gail Rach, yeah, but she cool too. Yeah, everybody that's on here like just providing like good feedback and shit. Like I fucks with it and everything. The balance
Yeah.
is and Derman too. What's up, G? Um, it's balance. You gotta be open minded to what's going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's nature and nurture, honestly.
So how do you feel about this whole agenda thing? Like gay being an agenda? Do you feel like it's being impressed like too much on like, straight? I mean, I know that you said balance, of course, but what do you feel like this whole agenda thing, like, oh no, I don't want my child watching a gay Power Ranger, or like how would you feel about that? Oh my God, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh shit.
Somebody called. Somebody
Okay.
called. Somebody FaceTime,
Oh,
and I'm just like,
get that together. Get that together.
I'm sorry.
Say
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen.
You good.
Um, but honestly, it's just being open minded to what's going on and shit. And
Yeah.
also like literally taking what's good for you and carrying that shit, and what's not good for you, you leave that shit in the past. And just being
True.
open minded and and adaptable to shit. You feel me?
Hey Keanu.
Like that's adaptability. That's the big thing about living and shit. You feel me? Like because at the
Hmm.
end of the day, it's just like, all right, like it's certain lines that don't need to be crossed, right? I agree with those things.
Hmm.
I agree with those things, but it's also
Like what? What would
um
you say a line is? Not that I don't have a moral compass, but I'm just curious to see what other people are thinking.
um
Just prime example, like for instance, just real quick, my homeboy Pedro. I don't know if you watch that, which guys, whoever's in here, check out my first video. It's on Facebook, Joshua Langley. I have episode 1 with a guy named Pedro. Um, but yeah, he pretty much set a boundary, is like as far as gender roles, like he's not going to tell his daughter that a man shouldn't hold the door for her.
of course.
Like, things like
I
that. But I
agree
mean,
with I
things are
agree with
changing.
I agree
And the
with
girls
gender
are given, I make my own coin. You agree with gender
I
roles.
agree with gender rules, but I agree with everybody has a role to play respectfully. See, a lot, and it's crazy that we having this conversation. The 50-50
It's not
bullshit.
crazy. It's for
The
a reason. That's why I showed up in your life at this time to bring this out.
No, for
Like,
real.
no, but it's all, I want everybody to know that this is a no judgment zone. Like, it is what it is. This is why I'm doing this, so I can have that difference of opinion. And this is why I have the lineup like this,
So
because I know that.
it's it's crazy.
Hmm.
Somebody just said like they're outdated. No, I feel like they're not outdated. I feel like everybody has a role. everybody has a role, you feel me? But the thing is, like, nowadays, like, men are trying to fight women and women are trying to fight men. Like,
Yeah. But
nah.
like you said, it's that war of masculinity and femininity, I feel like me at the end of the day, like even like there's just certain things that I would never do to a woman. Like I do not believe putting my hands on women at all. Like I don't like literally. Now at the end of the day, like you said, women are more buck these days, and I always tell the girls of the world, you cannot just be going around here trying to knock niggas because at the end of the
They
day,
got
if now
listen,
if you hit me,
listen.
my mother told me to hit a girl's back. I'm sorry, no shade. But I'm not going to go out and like give. I mean, I might argue. It depends on the circumstance because I'm a grown ass man now. Like I'm not a little boy anymore, and it's just certain things that you should just evolve from. But I think it goes back to what you were saying about that balance. I feel like everybody's kind of all over the place. I feel like
Everybody
speaking
is,
from my community, like, I get it. Like, we are men that have a little bit more femininity or estrogen, some of us, because some gay men don't. They not into that. But, I just think that it's all about how you present it, like you said. And me, I like to present myself as I identify as a man. I'm a black man and I have my feminine ways, but I'm also tapped into my masculine energy as well.
it's just being open. It's being open.
Hmm.
That's the key. But what I was to finish off what I was saying though. Um,
And I feel like that's shade.
no. I'm not.
That, like,
I just wanna finish. I just wanna finish. I love finishing. Everybody
uh,
has a role. Everybody has a
mm,
role. Like when it comes down to a family, and I'm not putting women in a box. So please, everybody
right,
does
let's get
not
into it.
feel that way. But I feel like energy wise, a woman is supposed to nurture.
Okay.
She's nurturing the house. She's nurturing the house. She's creating a home for the guy and everything. Like it's cool. Like, and the man is supposed to protect the home. You feel me?
Mm.
That's his role. Is to provide
So
for the
you don't
home.
think that it should be it intermix? I just think that when you say like what one is supposed to, because when the man isn't there, who's going to protect the children?
Oh no no no
It's
no
going to
no!
be the
Listen
woman.
listen
So
listen
it's a
listen.
little bit of protection from both. I'm not arguing.
No,
I'm
for
just
sure,
saying, like,
for sure. I'm a
yeah,
lot. Listen. Like I'm open minded to hear that as well. Honestly,
yeah.
like not everybody's home is the most perfect. You feel me? But also, like as growing up, like that was taught. Like the man is
Hmm.
supposed to provide, the woman is supposed to create the home, and I'm not saying like the new woman isn't doing that, but she's doing it
Yeah.
in different ways where it's just like, cool. This is another way. Bet. Cool. I'm with it. Fuck it. Like that shit. We want to get money together and we want to make a beautiful family together and shit. And I'm all supportive on it, honestly. It's just those simple guidelines. I feel like it's certain guidelines that people should always have within like growing up and everything. But you are allowed to color outside those lines, like, bro. And it's nothing like, nothing is supposed to be like, I guess what it's supposed to be, but it's just
Right.
those guidelines, man. It's those guidelines, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, listen.
I feel you. I feel you. Certain guidelines, like Keanu saying about foundation and respect, and just the flow of things, like you mentioned, the natural flow of things.
Exactly.
According more so according to culture, because I have been getting a little tied up with that natural word. Like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, that's unnatural," and a lot of things I feel like when it comes to nature of something, like it kind of depends on environment and culture as well too. When
Fact.
you talk about nature, you know.
I
But
mean,
pushing that to the side though,
hmm?
If you did you have a point?
I mean, it when you say nature, it's the feeling. It's not.
Yeah.
It's the feeling. Honestly, like whatever feels natural to you, what feels like air, because God is air. Follow it. Go to it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's where I'm. That's this is what it is. Cool. I'm there. That's where I'm at.
Mhm. I
But
agree in this sense.
mm, let's get to it.
So we talked a little bit earlier about Revelation. But again, going back to one of your posts on Facebook about, like I mentioned, like the incense and the crystals, and sometimes how certain religions like to say, you know, that like you, it's all about ritual, I feel like. But one things that I wanted to really touch on was the concept of heaven and hell.
It's
Because
all. It's all mental, bro. All that shit is
I think I
mental.
saw you, Umar, yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Umar. I think that you posted him saying something about that, which by the way, he is in a polygamous relationship
It's
as
crazy.
well.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what do you think about that before we get into the concept of heaven and hell and that and even the history behind that? Because I know that I don't want it to seem so shifty, but it's just like I'm bringing up these topics because these are topics that I'm actually interested in. Like I literally talk and think about this stuff all day,
Hmm.
every day. And think I'm lying if you want to. I'm dead serious. Like seriously, like I really do. If you listen to season one of my podcast,
I
I
have.
talk about
I have.
patriarchy. I
Hmm.
talk about, okay, thank you. And I appreciate that. And that's why I support my friends and my people because y'all support me. Shout
Um.
out to Deboria. Shout out to Keanu. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much, Bro96. This is literally what I want. I love the interaction. Like, I don't want you to think that
I
it's
fucks with
going past
everybody
me
that's
because
in
it's
here,
definitely
man.
not.
Listen, I fucks with
Yes.
everybody that's in here, man. Listen, like let's all connect. Like let's all have these conversations. Cause all of these conversations, nobody's having. Like, bro, like what? Let's have these
I
conversations.
mean, some people are. Which I saw, like a lot of people are having podcasts. Shout out to Deboria as well. Deboria doesn't have a podcast, but she's showcasing people's music specifically from Baltimore. So my homegirl Galleria Deboria, I don't know if you met her before, or she said that she loved our work together because she know that we used to work together and shoot together from back in the
Yeah,
G.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Deboria's dope. Like she's definitely a personality, definitely getting into music, like especially rap, female and male. I love that. But the beliefs, the Dr. Umar, and polygamy. What do you feel about polygamy? Would you marry two women?
If you can
And
afford it,
again, this
if
talking
you
about
can afford it,
nature.
if you can afford
Thinking
it, if you can afford it, fuck it.
true.
Do what you want. If you
But
can't,
let's just say the women word. And I feel like that's why people been saying that they're flocking more to it because
everybody's
it's
working with one
it
another.
helps more. Yeah, like the two women are taking care of the children, so that's like extra help, extra work. So yeah, like off of that, it's not even just if the man can afford it. What if, all of y'all work? Which could you do something like that?
Um, I mean, that's the answer right there. Everybody has to work. It's a continuum.
Stop reading the comments.
No,
You're
I'm
reading the
looking at the
comments too
comments
much.
too. I'm fucking with the comments too. Honestly, it's a network. That's what it is. Honestly, like
Yeah.
everybody has to work. You feel me? Like
They did key on you, and that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing it up because people don't even get into how Sarah and Hagar and the stories like that in the Bible in Genesis, like they were saying in Genesis that God told you to go sleep with your maid.
Crazy.
So it's just like technically it's not wrong.
Crazy.
But I mean, it's not. My thing is, like I said, I'm open minded. I do like to challenge and play devil's advocate a little bit. But at the end of the day, like you said, whatever works for you, it works for you. But it's just where people would be like, monogamy is the only way. Like, monogamy, which I'm not going to lie, I do represent monogamy. Me and my relationship with my partner, I do consider myself monogamous. But I don't think that it's anything. I'm not going to say I don't think that it's anything wrong, because I feel like with being in a polygamous relationship, it's all over the place. Like the emotions, and especially with two women, not saying that men can't be emotional, but two women and a man, the jealousy, the envy, I think that that would be a little nasty. What do you think?
It's how
I mean, you said it, but
it's all a network. Everybody has to be either, not even just either. Here's how this is going to work, right? Everybody got to know their role. It's crazy how everything is going full circle. Everybody got to know their role. Everybody has.
Devoria said, "I don't want to share my man."
No, and it's cool.
Devoria.
And it's cool. That's your prerogative as well. Like, and I'm not. And
I would agree with Pedro. He said men are more emotional. But go ahead, Malik. I'm sorry to keep cutting you off.
Everybody got to know their role.
Because anger is emotion. Niggas think just because they getting mad, fussing a girl out, oh, I'm macho, I'm this, that. No, anger is actually you're scared of something. You're scared that your bitch is about to cheat on you. You're scared that she's going to leave you. You know?
Yeah, honestly. But to get back to the structure. Get back to the structure.
I'm sorry, I get sidetracked. I'm a sage. My mind starts going here and there. I start rambling. I'm drunk. Yeah. Like that.
But no, it's all self-control. At the end of the day, it's all discipline. Like, everybody got to be disciplined. It's all structure. Everybody literally has to be structured. When it first came up, that's crazy. That's dope. That's dope. Bro, J96 said, we're not robots, but that's crazy. But that's the beauty of it all. Like, we're not robots, but we gotta have some type of structure. We gotta have it. Like, honestly, like when it comes down to polygamous relationships, it's like, okay, she doing this with yo, cool, bet. I have my family's getting taken care of, whatever. All right, bet. But at the same time, like, he's accountable to the shit that he's doing within this family. He's keeping me inside of the loop. You feel me? That's the only thing that makes that shit works. You feel me? You see?
Do you think that you could be in a polygamous relationship where the girl was not sharing, but it was man, and the girl, as far as her just, not like all together, of course, but she kind of has her man for a different reason.
I'm an energy person, you know what I'm saying? But also, I know my role.
Side nigga. Yeah.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. We a family. At this point, fuck you talking about? But seriously,
and that's
though,
what they say.
It's all a family, though. You feel me? That's just what it is. And shit, if that's what you want, cool. If I'm, because you gotta understand, like, just because she's the main character in her own story doesn't mean like you're going to be the main character in her shit as well. As long as you covering yourself, you good. Fuck it. She want to do her, cool. As long as my bitch is getting paid, fuck it. Because that's what my women been doing for since God created this mother on earth. Shit.
Pretty much. Definitely been holding the fort down in a way.
But at the same time, like I said, it's literally how you keep yourself in line. You feel me? Like whatever is outside of me, fuck it. I don't care about it. Honestly, if it's not interfering, if it's not interfering with the shit that I got going on, if it's not like at all, cool. Do you?
Would you say that you're possessive in a relationship?
Am I possessive? I know the worth. Let me just say that. I know the worth.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I know my worth, so that's what makes me give what I give, pretty much, yeah.
Of course.
And me being able to know what's mine and just have expectations and standards and things like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's definitely important.
Mm-hmm. And that's crazy because I literally had to go through some shit. Like to like find that out for myself. Like,
oh my god. I remember you were long distance dating with a chick from Texas.
Jesus.
Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, how has she been?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody said political answer.
Did y'all ever meet in person?
Yeah, we did actually. We did. We actually did. That's crazy. Yo, I feel like I'm on Nardwar right now. That's crazy. You know me.
Hey, yo, no, I knew you. Nardwar don't know them.
It's not me.
I know, he do his research. And I do my research. Period.
She's cool. The last time I spoke to her, she's cool.
That's good.
Doing her shit. I'm looking like Bobby and Ridley right now. I don't know why. Like, listen, the Koofy done did formations, all that shit. Yeah, we having fun.
How's your brother?
Oh, they doing great. Living life.
What? Like your mother, you look just like that lady.
I know.
Like y'all look spitting image. Definitely.
I love that woman. That's my heart. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm fixing my crown because shit.
So, do we have any new projects, like any major projects coming out by Skylaflame? Like, what's? I know that you said with your photography, you're just kind of a little bit more airy and just living life and just shooting from a lens of life. But what can we expect coming up from Skylaflame?
Some ill shit. Honestly, I mean, I'm at a place where I'm just letting it all out, but at the same time, it's like I'm being myself finally.
Yeah.
Because for years, like growing up, like, oh
my god, I feel like you've always been ever since I met you.
I'm gonna talk about this. Hold up. Okay. Throughout your 20s, right, as a male, we make mistakes. We learn. We be so hard on ourselves, bro. We can't even be fucking. Why are we so hard on ourselves? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, come on, bro. Like,
I agree.
But
and I feel like I was about to kind of be like, no, you've always seemed so confident, and not even like about confidence, which you have been, but I was gonna like, I would never guess that you were trying to find yourself, if that makes sense, like throughout me meeting you. But it's just like I thought about even myself. But you're right, especially being a black man, it's like it's a mental thing. I do definitely feel like we go through that mentality of just like thinking about our future and like things like that. So I definitely agree. So continue on that point.
So pretty much the newest shit that I got going on is Inferno. Inferno is pretty much like me becoming Malik. Like Sky was like the trauma, the healing and all that shit. Oh
my god, hold on real quick. Is live about to cut off? It says 23 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah,
Is there a live limit?
yeah, we've been on here for a brick. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Since when did they have a live limit?
They always had a live limit, honestly. But